Hey guys, Ashlane here. Today I'm coming at you with an Ultimate Town Hall 8 hogging guide, a 3-star guide. You guys who know me know that my favorite attack at Town Hall 8 is definitely the hogs. Whether it just be a straight up hog attack or GoHoWi or GoHoWi. Either way, how to 3-star using hogs, a very important lesson to learn indeed, and we're going to start out by tackling a Town Hall 9 as a Town Hall 8 with this Jedward Attack. Now we're going to cover all the different strategy keys and possible different types of layouts and issues you might run into while trying to execute a Hog Raid at Town Hall 8. Now, first rule is luring is mandatory, so you can see Jedward is going to have to deal with all these hidden Teslas in awkward positions here, but it's okay. He's going to go ahead and distract the troops a little bit, drop a couple extra hogs there on the Tesla, and then it's going to be time to go ahead and drop his Barbarian King and a poison spell to take out that clan castle. Now that the clan castle is disposed of, it's time to start deploying your hogs. Now he does a nice sweeping motion here, and we're going to get quickly to a fundamental of hog attacks, especially at Town Hall 8, is the healing triangle, I like to call it. And basically, for those of you who are kind of bad or new at placing your heal spells, a great idea for beginners is just to simply form a triangle. Now, forming a triangle is pretty easy to do if you spread out your hogs a good distance from one another. You can see Jedward had a nice spread on his deployment, and then he's going to hold off just a little bit, just a smidgen on that last spell there, and then boom, third heal spell is down, healing the hogs up to full health when they're close to the end of the base, closest to the northern part. Now obviously a strategy key here is hold back a few wizards or archers or any kind of sniping units to help do some damage towards the far ends of the base after your hogs are done killing all the defensive units. Now you can see here it's just going to be a matter of cleanup as Jedward is going to pull off the 3-star victory against this new Town Hall 9 base. Very impressive considering it did have the expos, although no queen, but still it's Town Hall 9, Town Hall 9. Very nice attack here by Jedward. Moving on, we're going to get to the next replay that's going to focus on yours truly. This is the last Town Hall 8 hogging for baby Ash. He is now Town Hall 9. We're going to move on to bigger and better things, but first we're going to show off this last attack I did as a Town Hall 8. Now we go ahead and lure the clan castle yet again. I like to stagger in my lure just in case there's a giant bomb and what seemed like an obvious area there. There's not a lot of huge open spaces on this base. I kind of assumed the Teslas would be towards the center near the Town Hall. You can see here, once again, the power of the poison spell. Poison spell does wonders on hog raids. Archers can easily be used to, my archers, if you will notice, I have 19 still, they can easily be used to snipe towards the back half of the raid along with those wizards. So now I have a huge sniping team that you're gonna see come into play later on in the raid. Now you can see the hogs, once again, in a big sweeping formation, are going to eat up this triangle formation heal. Like I said, guys, drop 2 heals early on in the raid throughout the first 50% of the base, and then you can delay that third spell in the triangle if defenses dictate such. So, for example, you really want to be careful of the splash damage with a mass hog army. You want to make sure you heal them through those wizard towers, namely. Now, I love throwing in 3 balloons on my hog raids. It's a late addition to the raid. You can use them to clean up if there's any defenses in an awkward area. You can actually hold them back, and obviously they're great for taking out, let's just say there was, 1 or 2 solo cannons left on the board. They're actually great at taking care of those cannons if your hogs go down for whatever reason and you need a snipe team, the balloons can go in there without any damage taken. You can see all those archers were able to clear out all the remaining units on the board very quickly, very easily. So that was a good example of how to take down that star base. Now we're going to deal with hogging versus double bombs in an anti-3 layout. So this attack here by Micah, a very nice attack. This is actually a very nice base. I like this base a lot. You can tell there's an obvious double bomb spot a little bit to the southwest of the town hall there. We're going to deal with that in just a few minutes here. But first, let's see how Micah goes ahead and lures that clan castle. Once again, you can see he's bringing the poison spell. Geez, poison is such a game changer, guys. You really want to put high hit point units in that clan castle. If you do have dragons, if you run into dragons using this strategy or balloons, it's fine. Just use the wizards and the archers that you brought for cleanup duty on the clan castle in the beginning of the raid, and then use hogs to cover them while they're going through the base. Kind of more a traditional hogging raid before poison spell. But you can see yet again a huge sweeping area covered by the hogs. They're really going to cover most of the entire base here. Now you can see we're creeping up on this area where those two obvious giant bombs were. The idea is to detonate them one at a time, either that or only lose a small portion of your hog army via those giant bombs. You can see by keeping that nice wide spread, and you want to see where the defenses are located, some of the hogs are going to head towards that wizard tower, some of the hogs are going to head towards that Tesla, then they're going to merge in the middle, but luckily they weren't detonated in one fell swoop by all the hogs, and he was able to use a heal spell to keep them alive throughout the giant bombs. If you see an obvious giant bomb area on the map before you go in, go ahead and alter the area that you're going to go ahead and attack the base from accordingly so that you're able to use the heal spell during a time in the raid that you normally would, yet also taking advantage of healing the hogs over the giant bomb detonation. Now we're going to cover a GoHoWi attack. I did promise you guys some golem raid here, so I'm going to go ahead and include that. It's a raid by Tickle. Shout out to Spoody, one of my longtime subscribers. He's going to go ahead and lure out the clan castle here, but he sees that there's a lot of low hit point units there, so he's able to just drop a poison. Again, very good strategy here by Tickle, and you can see that the poison actually did a decent amount of damage against that balloon too, so it's only going to take one wizard to actually take care of that balloon once one of them actually hits it. There we go. Now, this is a great strategy here by Tickle. If you're going to use GoHo type armies, copy this idea. The formation is what's important here. So a nice spread on the two golems coming in north, and then a really wide spread on all the wizards backing them up. Now you sneak a few wall breakers in, get your king down on the board, and then stagger in a few more wizards. Now the important thing to note here is no matter what direction you hit the base from with the first portion of your raid on these GoHo attacks, always try to form like a cross, going in a crisscrossing manner with the hogs. For example, the main attack here came in through the north, and Tickle's hogs are going to come in through the east. Then they're kind of meet up in the center, so you always want them to kind of intersect halfway through the raid. You can see the king kind of went around the base, but that's really okay. He's still sitting on a heal spell rather, and in fact he's not even going to need that third heal spell because there's not much left to take down, only a wizard tower, and they just took care of the last archer tower on the board. So this is actually a great blueprint to use, guys, if you want to go ahead and execute these GoHo raids. You can see he just kind of heals his hogs up to full health there, but a very nice attack here by Tickle. All of these attacks are actually great strategy. Nothing really wrong with any of these strategies. This last replay is going to be from Cleric Reborn clan. Shout out to that clan, a bunch of great people there, and Cleric Dragoon, one of my Twitter followers, has graciously invited me into the clan and asked to record some of these hog attacks. So this one in particular, you can see Roxy does a great job at deploying or triggering those giant bombs. That's called giant bomb scouting, right? So you can see this base doesn't have any big obvious areas inside the base for giant bombs, so you can kind of guess that they might be around the edges there. So what Roxy does is deploys a few of the hogs from the north and from the south, kind of picks directions. Also, it was able to lure the clan castle during that period, and he's able to detonate 2 of the giant bombs. Now, if you can detonate 1 or even 2 giant bombs before you go in a Town Hall 8 Hog Raid, the raid is over. I mean, put it down in the books as a 3-star victory because it's really hard to lose a Hog Raid when all the giant bombs are detonated off the bat. You can see here that once again the triangle heal is executed very nicely here, and you can see in the center of the base, I wouldn't advocate putting all 3 air defenses like that along with all 3 mortars. There's just not enough room for any Teslas or giant bombs. Always good to have at least 1 giant bomb in the core there, preferably 2. And you can see Roxy pulls off a great attack here, and that's going to pretty much wrap things up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of strategy guide, giving some tips here and there. I know I do get a lot of requests. It seems like I unfairly, to my viewers, focus mainly on Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 content, but I do try to bring at least 1 or 2 Town Hall 8 strategy videos a week for you guys asking for it. Hope you guys enjoyed these attacks. Please share with your clanmates. I certainly appreciate it, guys, and as always, take care.